Day 2 of saving up $100,000. Today I'm working on this 2017 Subaru WRX Premium, doing a CVT fluid and filter change. I'm using AMSOIL, which meets OEM specs for this transmission that requires high torque fluid. First I jacked up the driver's side and loosened the 10mm hex fill plug. Then I drained the fluid with a 14mm, left 2 pan bolts in to pry without dropping it completely. There's 13 bolts in total. The magnet had normal wear, no major shavings. Cleaned the pan, replaced the gasket, and swapped the filter held in with 3 10mm bolts. This isn't the main filter, just the serviceable one, which is technically a strainer. I torqued the pan bolts to 57 inch-pounds and the drain plug to 25 foot-pounds. Pumped new fluid in until it dripped from the fill plug using a manual pump. Then I checked the temperature with my scanner. It needs to be between 95 and 113 Fahrenheit. Leveled the car, shifted through the gears, and once the temp was right, I made sure the fluid dripped from the fill plug, then torqued it to 37 foot-pounds. After that, I test drove it and everything checked out. Now, jumping back into my 1988 Chevy 1500, I finally got the fuel pump assembly in, so it's time to install it. First, I make sure the gasket goes under the assembly and line up the 2 side pins with the grooves in the tank so it sits right. Then I install the mounting flange flat side down and the side with the 3 pins up so I could lock it in place properly. Once that was secured, I tightened the fuel lines with a 19 and 16mm wrench, connected the harness, and temporarily grounded it for testing. I had to go fill up a 5-gallon tank since it was bone dry. Poured it in and checked through the filler neck area to make sure everything looks solid. Now let's see if she runs. Check it out for yourself. Thank you for watching.